would like to understand from you what has been the role of technology in the whole management category in the past 2 years, and how do you see it envisaging kind of in the next few years to come?
So in terms of the spend management, uh, we have, of course, a control system in terms of our budgetary systems. But once the budget is frozen, we work on the SAP platform, S4HANA, and we have this expenditure all mapped to the budgets in the S4HANA. So we use the BI module of S4HANA for all these KPIs, various KPIs. And we are now moving into the next level of S4HANA in terms of implementing RPA, robotic process automation, for supply bills. And we are further thinking of how to extend the ecosystem to our suppliers,
Right.
So that we have a real-time information about the various inventory levels at their point, and how we can also control our inventory by that.
Right. So, one thing that comes to mind when we think about the last 2 years is the supply chain disruptions that we have come across all over the world, actually. And India is something that has not focused too much on that on the media front. So, I would like to ask you, how have you been affected by the supply chain disruptions, and how have you faced that through digitization?
So we too, during COVID period, we faced a lot of supply chain disruption. These supply chain disruptions were in front of operational issues with our vendors, as well as various import materials which were quite dependent on, from shipping to containers to the rates. We have noticed that the freight rates went up to the sky. The containers were not available for imported items. And even domestically, we found that many of our suppliers had to let go of their contract workers, and there were shortage of workers in their factories. So the COVID impacted the domestic suppliers in terms of their operational capabilities. And for our imported materials, we were deeply affected because of this, the disruption in the sea freight and the air freight, and as well as the rates and availability of containers.
Right. So, did technology play a big role in kind of helping you sort out the issues that you have had in the past 2 years? And if so, how? How
Yeah,
did
technology did play, because we were able to utilize our various platforms,
Right.
to know how the suppliers would be able to support us. But as I said, we were not able to very keenly to know on a real-time basis what exactly was the situation at our supplier level.
Right.
So while technology did play a part, it did not play a part in full.
Next up, I would like to get a bit of opinion on sustainability, and that is the buzzword across the town right now. So, does sustainability, supply chain initiatives, and in procurement, of course, does it play a big role for you and your company?
Yes, sustainability, of course, it plays a big role. It is doing more with less. So we adopted several sustainable measures. For example, in many of these components, we materials which we found, we were thinking how we can modify the design to ensure that in certain products we achieve more with less. So that's one of the interesting. And even in the environmental side, we moved to solar, purchased wind power from the grid and all. So environmental plus sustainable, I think we were moving towards.
Thank you for taking some time out to do this, and great to hear that sustainability is a big fact for Fridge, of course. So thank you for taking the time out.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah.